Hi, my name's Ollie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about copying open trades on Etoro and what happens when you do and don't copy open trades, and also whether I personally copy open trades on Etoro. If you're new here and don't know who I am, then my name's Ollie and I've been an IT consultant developing software solutions for the finance industry since 2008. And I've been actively investing in the stock market since 2016. If you enjoyed this video, then I'd really appreciate an early thumbs up, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm so that my content can reach more people. Also, please subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified of the latest videos as I upload new content every week on personal finance, investing, and how to reach financial freedom. Please note the information in this video is not intended to be investment advice, and if you want investment advice then you should seek a licensed professional. Also, past performance is not indicative of any future results. So I'm going to presume you know how to copy a trader, but if you don't know, then I've got a video which goes in depth on this subject, so I'll put a link to it either up here and down below. But as a quick basis, if you want to copy a trader, you generally just search for their profile, and we're going to do this on my virtual portfolio here, and I'm going to browse to say Myoshi for this demo, and then you would go copy it up here. And this label here that says copy open trades is the label that we are interested in for this video. So what does it mean if you have copy open trades ticked? So in this context, an open trade is one that the person you're going to copy has open in the market. So basically it would be all of these positions here. Now, Myoshi's portfolio isn't doing too well today, but today is a very red day, so we're going to ignore that fact for this demo. So all of these trades here are open, and if you were to copy Myoshi and tick copy open trades, then these are the positions you would open. And this would include all the positive and negative trades, but as we can't go back in time, you will get them as at the price now, rather than the price Myoshi got originally. So if we drill into one of these, let's say ARK, you will see that there's two trades underneath, and if you were to copy open trades, you would open two positions. So whatever percentage weighting Myoshi used of his own portfolio to open a trade is the weighting of your copy amount you will open a trade with. So if you look here, Myoshi has two ARK positions which are both down, which he opened at 146.62 and 151.38. And if we look at the asset here, you will notice that the current price of ARK is 125.69-ish. But if you take notice, he used 0.38% of his portfolio for that trade and 0.51% for that trade respectively. And when we copy Myoshi in a second, you will see the same percentage is used, but at today's price. So if we go copy, and we're going to copy open trades, and I'm going to put in $1,000 into Myoshi, and then if we go copy, then it says started copying Myoshi down the bottom there. So now if we browse to my portfolio, and if we scroll down, and then if we click on ARK, so now you'll see there's two trades that have been opened, one for $5.05 and one for $3.78, which would translate to 0.51% or 0.38% respectively. So before you decide to jump in and copy open trades, there are a couple of scenarios that really should be considered. So say the person you're copying opened a trade that was on an asset that was valued at $10 a share. Then say this stock went up to say $20. Then at this price point, you started copying this trader. So you would have opened that same position at $20 per share rather than $10. Then say there is some bad news about the company, it could come down to say $15 per share, then the person you're copying may decide to close out that position. The person you're copying is still up $5, but you're down $5. But the inverse of this is also true. If you're using our previous example, say the trader you want to copy opened a position at say $10, and then the price of the asset dropped to say $5 a share, then at this point you start copying this trader. You will have then got a better price on this stock than the trader you're copying did. Then say the position goes up to say $12, then the person you're copying closes out, you will end up making more profit than the person you're copying on that specific trade. So one of the benefits of copying open trades is that your portfolio is likely to start progressing quicker, but this could have both a positive and negative effect because you didn't get in at the same price as the person you're copying got in at. Bear in mind, some of these trades could have been open a very long time and the price could have moved dramatically since the person you're copying opened that trade. this may also not be the entry point that the person you're copying intended to open the trade. So it's worth looking at the date the person you're copying opened certain positions and how far the price has changed since. You can tell this quite easily by drilling in to look at a specific trade. So if we have a look at KNW, for example, and this was someone who I am copying, but I'm currently closing out my copy for him. And I didn't copy open trades, but if you look at his stats, he's obviously done well. And if you look at his portfolio, you can see here, he's made 305% on Tesla, which is amazing. But if you drill into that, you will see that he opened one trade in 2019 and he's made 1,322.62%. And he opened that trade when Tesla was valued at $48 a share. Now, if you look at Tesla today, Tesla is valued at 687.68-ish. There is no way Tesla's going back down to $48 a share. So you would be opening that position in Tesla at today's price of 687 rather than 48.36. Another thing to consider is that because of the fluctuations in price, your stats are not going to be in sync with the person you're copying until all their current positions are closed and your portfolio has completely filled with trades that opened at the same price as the person you're copying got in at, and your portfolio matches their portfolio completely. And for example, if you were to look at the stats page, you would need to look at the month after they closed their last position, which differed to yours. At this point, you should hopefully see the stats fall into line. So I'm now going to stop copying Mayoshi, which should hopefully close out all those positions. 10 minutes later. Now, if we go back to Mayoshi again, and I'll copy him again with $1,000, but this time I'm going to untick Copy Open Trades. So this means that when you start copying, you won't copy any of the positions Mayoshi has open already, and it will wait until Mayoshi opens a new position at some point in the future before you open a copy trade position also. So if we press copy, it says started copying Mayoshi down there, and now if we go to my portfolio, and then if we click on there, you will see that there are no open trades with Mayoshi. So a good thing about this is that you will get in at a price that the trader you're copying thinks is a good entry point. But another thing to consider is that most people you copy will have the majority of their money tied up already, and they may not open new positions until they close out a pre-existing open trade. Therefore, it may take a while to copy an entire person's portfolio. So when trading, it's your money that will be making you more money. And as a recommendation, I've heard that as a trader, you should have 70 to 90% of your cash invested, and then when there is a pullback or an opportunity arises, you have cash on the sidelines available to buy stocks that are on offer. So now that we copied Mayoshi, if you really want a rough idea of how long this is going to take, and I mean a really rough idea of how long it's going to take to fall into sync, then, so if you go to the stats page and then say a trader had most of their money invested, then you could look at this here, which gives you the average trades per week, and that is 63.71 trades that Mayoshi makes. And then you could compare that back against their current number of open trades that they have in their portfolio. And then you may get a rough idea of how long it's going to take to get in sync. But you've got to bear in mind that that figure's an average, and at certain points a trader may make more trades than others. If you are wondering if your portfolio is fully in sync, then you can also get an idea of this by going to your portfolio. And then if we click on Mayoshi, you can see here that I've invested $1,000 into my copy trade amount for him. And then you can see this down here, it says invested $0. As he starts opening positions, that amount will go up. So you can compare that figure against that figure to generally work out if you're fully in sync with a trader that you're copying. Otherwise, the only other way of doing it would be to start ticking back trades in your portfolio against what you can see against his, which is a bit of a ball ache, and no one really wants to do that. So that is the easiest way to get a rough idea. It's worth bearing in mind that if you don't copy open trades, then the first few weeks or even months could be quite slow, and your copy position may not be in profit straight away. You've got to bear in mind that the idea with a portfolio is that you want the majority of positions to do well, and hopefully your good performers will outperform the bad. Also, prices fluctuate, and if a company is fundamentally good, then a decent trader will try and buy that company when it's taken a dip. But you've got to remember that when they buy into an asset, that asset may not be at the bottom. So in my opinion, if you're copying a trader and you don't copy open trades, you've really got to give it a bit of time to see how their portfolio progresses before you can say that a trader's not doing all that great. As with copying open trades, your stats aren't going to be fully in sync with the person you're copying until your portfolio is 100% matching theirs and you're copying all the trades they have at the same price points they did. And again, if you were to look at the stats page, it will be the month after they close their last position which you don't hold before your stats become in sync. So what do I personally do? I personally never copy open trades, as I would rather enter a position at the same price point that the trader I'm copying thinks is a good buy. If you are looking to copy a new trader, then the stats should give you an overall view of their historic performance, but over and above the stats page, it's definitely worth looking at what they hold, the percentage profit they've made on that asset, and how much of their portfolio is made up of that asset. For example, if you look back at 2020, if you had bought either Bitcoin or Tesla or even NEO at the right point of last year, then you could have done very well and the stats against your portfolio could be slightly skewed because of this. So it's worth not taking stats on the face value and digging a little bit deeper when you're considering copying a trader. If you want to know how I pick a trader to copy, then I have a video on the subject, so I will put a link to that up here and in the description below. If you've got any questions on this video, then please let us know in the comments. Also, let us know below if you copy open trades and also which traders have performed the best for you. I'd love to know, and I read all of your comments. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps support the channel. Also, for those of you who are interested in signing up to Etoro and haven't already signed up, then why not give it a try and sign up for their demo account where they give you $100,000 of virtual money and you can experience all the features like copy trading without losing any real money. So if you do decide to sign up, then there is an affiliate link down below this video where if you do sign up, I will get a kickback, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it really helps support this channel. If you want to learn how Etoro works or learn more about personal finance and investing, then I have numerous videos on my channel, so I really recommend you go check it out and press subscribe and press the bell icons so you don't miss out on future updates as I upload new content every week. It's been Ollie from Get Geek Finance. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.